What's going on? Hey, family, are you able to stream from your stream too? Are you good?
Uh, let's see. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. You good. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. You, you know, what I mean, hey, everybody, we try to make sure that everybody's able to see us. We need to see us, and you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm here with my sister Evolution. Mm. You know, we just had to get some technical things technical. But we are here. You know what I'm saying? This is Intellectual Evolution Era, episode 11. We got 11 of them things. You know what I'm saying? We are back in the building. You know what I mean? Let me give a shout out to certain people that's already on the check in. Shout out to Lady Phoenix. Good to see you. You know what I mean? Definitely do better. Feel better. Hope you're doing well. Salute to Simon. And also salute to M3. What's going on, M3? What's good? So evolution. You know what I mean? Today you came up with a topic. You know what I mean? We also look, we got some good things that we about to cook up for y'all real soon. Okay? Be prepared, be ready. We about to drop something heavy on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So please be ready. You know what I mean? It's gonna be something that's on the regular. Okay? We're not gonna tell you what it is, okay? But we're just going to have it happen when it happens. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let me introduce my sister Evolution. Evolution, what's going on, family? Oh, I can't
Hey,
hear you. Oh, there she goes.
can you hear me? Okay, now I'm hearing
Yes,
double
ma'am.
time, so my responses are probably going to be really.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear me now? Okay, she got a bit of a delay. It's all good.
Yeah, I got a big delay. I may have to come back in. I'm gonna see how this will go. I have like a
Okay.
really big delay. Uh,
Okay, take your time. She may have to drop down and come back in. Know what I mean? With that being said, y'all, right? Episode 11 today is about, people, you know what I'm saying, complaining without any solutions, right? So they complain, and yet they have no solutions for what they're trying to obtain or what they're trying to do, right? So we know people like that. We know people that endlessly complain, that endlessly, you know what I'm saying, just always negative, you know what I'm saying? They never have any solutions to the problem, right? They never come up with any solutions to anything that's going on. You know what I mean? Whether it's their relationships, whether it's their career, whether it's their finances, whatever they're going through, they have no solutions, right? They're not putting in the effort to come up with any solutions. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is a social problem. You know what I mean? I think it's a social, economic, and political problem that we have within our communities. You know what I mean? We complain, we sit up, we say, oh, this is wrong, or this is right, or you know what, for the new year, I'm gonna change this. You know what I mean? But there is no solutions. You know what I mean? Salute to 12th Street, talk back. What's going on, family? I'm glad that you're here, sister. Stay tuned to intellectual inspirations this Friday. We got something great coming up for you guys. Now, I mean, definitely stay tuned. Also, salute to Big Rig Slaps. What's going on, Big Rig? Good to see you. Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for Evolution to come back on in. But yeah, so that's gonna be the future of the topic, y'all. You know what I mean? Complaining with no solutions. Are you a complainer yourself? Right? Are you a procrastinator? You know what I mean? Are you someone who just waits to the last minute to get things done? And how is that affecting your overall life? How is that affecting your overall health? Or just how you view the world as, as it is. You know what I'm saying? As always, the link is pinned in the chat for anyone who would like to come up. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that wants to come up and share and talk or whatever, we are always here. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you have a grievance that you wanna that you want to, talk about, whether it's with me or anybody else, as long as you're respectful, you can come up and share whatever you want to share. The link is always there. I'm always open to talk, and I'm always open to vibe with anybody. Okay. But yes, you know what I mean. If you are a complainer, or you somebody who actually complains with no solutions, you know what I'm saying? Be honest about it. It's fine. I think we all have different things that are challenging to us. You know what I'm saying? We all have different things that we face on a regular, and maybe complaining is something that you really struggle with. You may want to be able to be solution oriented, but you may not be organized enough. Or you may not know how to be organized. Or some of us just get stuck in complacency, right? We get stuck in just doing the same old over and over again, and then we never able to move forward. You know what I mean? So our results also show that. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing solution oriented based within the results that we're getting. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is a really big thing. I think also when we complain a lot, it also brings down our relationships with others. People don't want to be around you. You know what I mean? If you're always complaining, don't nobody want to be around you. People don't want to talk to you. People don't want to really bond with you. They don't want to kick it with you like that. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of, want to avoid you. You know what I mean? Because they see that you endlessly complain about every single thing. You know what I'm saying? So that is also I won't say it's a, I won't necessarily call it, I gotta say, I won't say that it's like the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely a character defect. You know what I mean? There is no question. It's in the banner. It's people complaining with no solutions. You know what I mean? So there is no question. It's really an open topic. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm glad that everybody's giving each other love. You know what I mean? Everybody giving each other shout outs or whatever. I see you in the building. You know what I mean? Definitely. Now, I used to complain with no solutions, right? I used to say, well, you know what? I don't have enough money to eat healthy, or I don't have enough money to go here, or I don't have enough money to do this and do that. But I would find, the money to basically do other things that weren't beneficial, right? I would find the money to actually, spend time or spend my time on things that was not bringing me any product or profit, or that wasn't really helping my life overall, right? And I will also blame, family members. I will blame, loved ones. You know what I'm saying? I will blame, romantic partners, everything on the fact that I'm not getting the results that I'm looking for, right? So when I would do that, what would happen was, I would just be endlessly frustrated, man. I'll be frustrated. I'll be upset. You know what I mean? People don't want to be around me. A lot of people thought I was an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that happen when when you don't have those solutions. You know what I mean? She said, I got a baby boot from my size 8.5 foot at ER. I simply walked on my heel, threw it away when I got home, just limping my Nike like an OG. Okay. Well, listen, Lady Phoenix, if you need to have the boot, wear it. Okay. I'm all about using whatever medical recoveries you need, whether it's medicine, whether it's boots, whether it's a cane, a crutch, whatever you need to use. Use that, in order to help you, in your progress. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm always for that health as well stuff. I'm always big on that. But yeah, that's another thing. I wasn't putting my health first, right? I wasn't putting my health first. So based on that, I would just endlessly complain about, just different things that was going on because I wasn't putting my health first. So of course, me not putting your health first, she said it was way too little. Okay. I understand. If it's too little, it's gonna definitely impact the way you walk and things of that nature. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, y'all, so I was just frustrated because I was not choosing the right healthy options, right? So I would be choosing these options that were, the $5 meals or the dollar menus or whatever else. We all done it. You know what I mean? We all choose unhealthy options, eating Pop Tarts, all types of stuff, right? You know what I mean? Drinking all types of beverages, you know what I mean? Whether it's the Red Bulls or the Monsters or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I have done it. You know what I mean? I no longer do it, but I have done it. And when I was doing it, you know what I'm saying? It changed. It basically, gave me an attitude where I wasn't really taking care of myself and I wasn't pleased with who I was. You know what I'm saying? And that's all because I was not putting myself first. You know what I mean? And I wasn't basically putting my health or putting everything that I did first. You know what I mean? Or everything I need to do first. So of course now because I'm doing that, now I'm complaining about every single thing. Because now I'm frustrated about every single thing. You know what I mean? I'm mad about every single thing. So now my sleep habits are off. Just everything is just erratic. You know what I mean? Because I'm not checking the boxes I need to check. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring up my man Smitty real quick. You know what I mean? Smitty, what's going on, bro? What's good? What's good?
Right. How you feeling, partner?
I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just waiting for Evolution to come back. But yeah, what you think
hmm
about the topic, man? Complaining with no solutions.
Complaining with no solutions. Okay. Sheesh. So let's hold on. My bad. Let me fix my earpiece. There we go.
Well, people,
Complaining
it's
with
people
no
complaining with no solutions. That is my fault. Forgive me. I had a typo. People complaining with no solutions.
people complaining with no solutions. Well, one, just like me, you and Grace was talking the other night. I'm not one who's big on complaining, period, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing, when it comes to people complaining with no solutions, I look at that almost like basically equivalent. You know how them people they love to ask you stuff like what's wrong or whatever, is everything okay, with absolutely zero intentions of seeing what solution they can assist you with, no matter what it may be, no matter how big or small, right? Absolutely zero intentions of assisting on anything. Let's just say the circumstance was you're like 500 bucks short on your rent. God damn it, Jim. If you're going to ask me what's wrong and press me to tell you what's wrong, you better at least have a hundo to put towards the tab, God damn it. Because I'm not just about to be sitting up here talking to people about what I'm going through and they have absolutely positively no solution, right? So I will put that same thing and I will correlate it into the person who is complaining about their own circumstance with no solution. The one thing I've always realized is that time is very valuable. It's very precious. To sit around and to waste any time at all complaining. Mm-mm. Now, I'll tell you what I do a lot of times. I have an issue, I have something going on. I may cuss shit out in my head, right? To myself, but outwardly, nah. We're going to handle business. We're going to get it taken care of. And then whomever I'm talking to about the circumstance, I'll vent then. I will vent once the work is done. I'll go ahead, do all the like, and man, I was stupid as shit. Like, man, why would they? I'll do all of that after I take care of it, or at least do what I can to the best of my ability. Other than that, no, the only thing I'm talking about, the only thing I'm focused on is correcting the circumstance and or the situation. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, so.
Okay, when people do that, could this be like a sign of like mental health? Could this be a sign of something that's like a coping mechanism when they're just endlessly complaining? Like, what is the root of that, you think?
I'm gonna have to go back to about 2 shows ago. I will call that a lot of times lack of work ethic. Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you like this. The reason why I got a hard time giving folks is just one, my circumstance all by itself. I still get shit done. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody that got both their damn limbs. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about nothing. I don't want to hear shit. I'm in a goddamn chair and I get the job done. Get your ass up and get going, right? Second thing, I'll give you a small example. You ever seen, like, for example, what's sad? Some of the most disciplined, hardworking people I've actually seen, like, just, I guess, in public, in a sense. I'm not taking no credit away from our construction workers, things of that nature, right? But You ever seen like those folks that be at like Walmart or Target or the grocery store, and you could tell they with that program where they allow people with, I guess, disabilities to work and stuff. So they may like get your carts and stuff. So my point is, if I go to the grocery store and I'm seeing these folks that don't even have it all the way up here, and they can make it back and forth to work, they know what time to be there, they can get the shit done. They may talk a little slow, right? But they know exactly what they need to do. They know where to put them carts. They know how to get your groceries safely into your car without breaking your shit. I even tip them. If they can get the job done, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. The only thing and the only reason why it shouldn't, if it didn't get done, whatever it may be, is if it's truly a life circumstance that prevented you from doing it. Like you want to host an event outside, if it's raining cats and dogs and it's nothing you can do about that, right? But other than that, it's a blue skies and white clouds. Get your ass out there, set them tents up and get to going. I digress. My mic is muted. Sir Hectic, respect to you, sir.
Yeah, salute, Smitty, salute, Intellectual Soapbox. How you doing, brothers? The question I'd pose is what kind of solution you're talking about. Because I think it was a good point that Smitty made, and I think about that a lot of the time in terms of like, if someone could get from A to B, then maybe they can do more. But sometimes people are just on a certain type of level. So at the same time, when you were speaking about mental health, maybe that's just their cap. I know many people that are educated, maybe graduated, but that's always been their level. Like they can only go there. They're not going any further than that, So it's like just getting from A to B. That may be their biggest solution. So I guess my question would be like, in terms of solutions, what are we talking about? If that makes sense.
Simon, I think something like that is going to vary because the circumstances are going to vary. So I don't think there's really one thing unless Mr. Best has an actual scenario in mind. But I think we're just talking about, in general, people who complain with absolutely no sense of what to do so that they don't need to complain anymore. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Brooke, what's going on, babe?
Hey guys, can you hear me? Okay, I was having a couple of technical difficulties over here. Okay, what I was talking about was like, I kept hearing, I'm sorry, let me make sure you guys can see me. What I kept hearing, right? Before the ball dropped, before the new year, it was, I'm going to be better. I'm not going to be petty. I'm leaving everything in 2023. I'm going to find the Lord. All this stuff, right? And you know me, I'm kind of like an internet Mrs. Gadget, if you want to call it. So I'm in all the rooms, I'm in different pages, and I'm men, I'm women, I'm all types of stuff. And I'm seeing people backslide, and it hasn't even been 30 days into the into the new year, right? So and we named it, what did we name it? Complaints over solutions, right? And the reason I feel like it was named that, it's versus solutions actually, is because I'm not seeing any, how can I say it? I'm not seeing any growth. In solutions, there should be some type of growth, right? Like if you were sitting down last year talking about, hey, I can't do this, I can't find this, I'm lonely, I don't have enough money. Wasn't this supposed to be the year that you was going to be like, I'm not doing last year like I did last year? Now, I'm not going to say our people are the only ones to do it, because that would be wrong, right? But why do any of us do it?
I can give you a quick piece on that, and then Simon, go ahead. I know you want to get into. I actually was crazy. One of my first before I knew any of you guys, yeah, on my little bullshit page, I had one video and I was talking about New Year's resolutions. It's called resolutions, I think. And I was basically speaking about what I find interesting is how people bullshit and people do some of the most, I guess you can say, out of order or out of line things for their personal growth as possible. What happens is, now I want you to think about it. Generally, what do people do New Year's Eve? What do?
Uh
Party. Heavy.
oh, are we
Right?
still partying? It's kind of we still dealing
So
with the pandemic.
follow me, bro. Follow me.
Uh-huh.
So people party hard. So my thing is, say you're like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do better this year, blah, 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 blah. But literally, you did start the year off the same way. Because when that ball hit, it's midnight. When it's midnight, it's the next day. It's now the next year. Although it's still dark outside. So my point is, when you're talking about the backslide, people think I can just like bullshit all year. Then when it's game time, the night before, I ain't practiced or nothing. I'ma just wake up the next day and just stop everything. No, if you're gonna do that, I would at least say you should at least give yourself a little head start. You should start, I don't know, maybe mid-December. Get some things involved, get the ball rolling. Start if you talking about I'm gonna work out more, don't wait until the first.
Right.
You still got last year and you all up in that system. You gotta shit that out. You got to get to practicing. You got to start working on these things. And then maybe on that day, you actually declare it. You carve it in stone with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But you already have been practicing. You've already been getting these things in motion. So that's all I really wanted to add in as far as if you think for a second that you don't have to like stretch and practice, then you just going to get back out there on the field or track, whatever it may be. After 10 years or something, oh yeah, you damn sure either gonna pull something or you ain't gonna make it. Period.
Right. Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
so yeah, if you think that you just gonna wake up one day and say I'm just gonna stop and that's it, you're really setting yourself up for disappointment. And that's why people don't like making the resolutions no more. They keep on failing, but they keep on failing because of the way that they go about the entire process. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Okay. No, I definitely feel it definitely makes sense. Because I've been like very much frustrated with how people are doing the same thing. If you was grimy in 2023, you come back over to 2024, you ain't trying to do nothing. And I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see more beefs, more fights. Like people are not changing. I would hope that people want to upgrade their life, they want to be better, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not seeing that. I hate to say it, I'm not seeing that to the point where I don't even go live as much as I should because everybody seems so bitter. And my new year started off great. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better. And I'm just like, that dude, I don't want to backslide, you know what I'm saying, with the heathens. So I don't know. I should be in the same room with certain people. And, I'm getting very selective, you know what I'm saying? Almost a Diddy. Because I just don't want to be the same person I was in 2023. And I thought I was great, but I know I can be better. You know what I'm saying? There's always room to change and get better. I don't see a lot of people doing that. You know what I'm saying? But we only are a couple of days. If I had to give excuses, I would say the first 30 days to get out your system, and then you do better in February, which I think.
That's the Leo in you, family. You always gonna think you're doing great. That's the Leo in you. But hey, that's the great thing about Leos. They always want to think positive about themselves. That's a great thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got
very
some
similar
bright.
Aries, very similar.
Yeah, I mean, I guess most people can't. Oh, look at that. Okay. See, yeah. Now let me tell you something. I like how they said something about the pork.
Not just the pork either.
Yeah, I stopped pork and no, what was it? No, it was actually in August around my birthday. I was
Wow.
like, I'm big enough. I'm not doing no pork. But then I ran out of, you get tired of chicken. But hey, it's progress. So you can do that, hats off to you. That's progress. Real serious. B, yeah. That's a beautiful thing. Because
That's Lola. That's Lola.
Oh, that's Lola. Okay, hey mama. Yeah, so that's a big deal right there. I'm gonna be honest. Let me ask you, for the gentleman up here, what was something that you said you wanted to change? Like you want to be, if you want it to be different from last year, you want to be better. What was one of the things that you said, you know what, I'm gonna change this. And you're actually working towards it. Like it's not a goal, you're actually, almost there.
Let me give a quick shout out to certain people. Alonzo Hall, I see you in the building. Lola, I see you in the building. Whoever else checked in, I see you in the building. Having a little issue with my laptop real quick, but I definitely see you in the building. Go ahead, y'all, rock out.
Yeah. Like, what were some of the things?
Simon, go ahead. You haven't said nothing. Go ahead.
One of the big things for me is eating more vegetables, to be honest. I didn't really eat vegetables as a kid. My child is the same way. She's really bad at it, and I've always got to force feed vegetables to my child, and I was the same way. Like it was just not in my family. It wasn't forced upon us. Something I had to learn.
Simon. Hold on, Simon. One more person. Big Rig, I see you in the building too, brother. Go ahead, Simon.
What was I saying? Yeah, vegetables. To a point that it was like I don't like this, I don't like that. Especially like at Christmas, there's this big thing over here like with Brussels sprouts. Like no one wants to eat them. And
it's cabbage.
Yeah, it's a small cabbage. It's a small micro cabbage. But yeah, it was that really, and I'm still now sort of thinking, well, how am I gonna do this? Like working that into like not only my child but anyone that comes into my life, because it's important, to eat your vegetables and stuff. I used to watch Hulk Hogan on WWE. He was the first person that turned around to me and said, "Eat your vegetables and take your vitamins." It wasn't my parents.
I used to like Hogan.
So yeah, I mean, it is important. I mean, we eat a lot of stuff that we're not supposed to eat, but no one tells us what we're supposed to eat. And apart from unless you go to a dietitian or someone who's sort of physically inclined or professionally trained to tell you what that is, then we're always going to have a problem with it, because we always go back and forth with people that are around us and they probably have the same eating habits that we do. So I'm trying to come up with another way of saying I digress, but yeah, I'm going to mute my mic. Shout to Smith.
Yeah. Anything that you want. I mean, the vegetables, yeah. I love Brussels sprouts. That's funny that you said Brussels sprouts. I think I'm the only person in America that loves Brussels sprouts. Smitty, what are you working on to change?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just making sure. One, I would say cussing niggas out. Snapping on people. I gotta relax sometimes. My tolerance is so shot to hell. Yeah. I don't like you niggas, but I want to get past the point where I'm beyond just tolerating. I actually maybe can like you from a distance. So yeah, I would say that's one. Working on being a little more pleasant, right? I'm a very respectful guy. I think people know that. I'm not. I be having to watch that shit. That's one. Two, I would say because I'm such a self-conscious person about myself, I am always checking myself. So to tell you, I call somebody in a heartbeat and ask them about me. I would say overthinking. I believe at times I have missed opportunities and or have fumbled them Honestly, truly, because I kept overthinking the whole thing. And it really was as simple as what it appeared to be. I just couldn't believe it. I just did not know how to recognize. Nope. All you got to do is boom and boom. And guess what? Poof. It's right there. But I would mess that up because I would overcomplicate things, overthinking. I would make things a lot more difficult than really what they were supposed to be, simply because I just assumed this great path that I'm on was supposed to be difficult. It was supposed to be a lot of obstacles and treacherous. And I had no clue that our loving creator had already just made everything cleared out the way and made it nice and straight for me. And everything was beautiful along the way. So I would say I don't want to overthink. I want to learn to use more discernment and then learn to really just kind of go for it because let's just say you snooze, you lose. Scared money don't make money, however you want to put it. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Okay.
Oh, Smitty, our talks have worked. Oh, happy about that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Let me get to the comments real quick. So, Lady Phoenix says, Simon Hectic, I'm currently growing carrots, mustard greens, radishes, beets. Your baby girl will grow and harvest in indeed. Let me tell you something. The way that this woman be cooking and the photos I be seeing of her food, I'm gonna have to come to Texas because she be throwing down. All right.
I know that's right.
Everybody that know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to come see y'all. And we will have a cooking segment coming very soon featuring some of the people you see up here right now. Okay, they will be showing you their cooking skills and how they throw down. All right. You know what I'm saying? It won't be me because I don't cook, but they will definitely be showing y'all how to get down up in the kitchen. You feel me? And then Lola says, Smitty, that smoke better be from Sag, sir, not Newports. Wow, from Sage. Okay. All right, I said Sag. Smitty is a diamond with the quotes. Yes, he is. My man Alonzo Hall says, Evolution Era, you're not alone. I love Brussels.
Yes.
Lady Phoenix says, burn a bay leaf or two in your room. Relax, chew and clove and meditate. Yup. Simon says, back to Phoenix. You want to do them exports over here? Okay. I guess they're working out of business still. I don't know what's going on.
Hey,
now,
real quick, I wanted to say.
Go ahead, Smitty.
Nah, just briefly, before I forget, it's funny y'all say that with the food thing, because I was saying to myself too, I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, maybe it's just me. How I got Brooke, I think you said what Brussels sprouts is baby cabbage, small cabbage.
Cabbages, that's all they are.
I feel the same way. Am I the only one that feels like plums are just really, really big grapes and vice versa?
That's it.
Like grapes are just really, yes, they are. They're like small ass plums. Bite into a plum, look at the inside, think of the skin. Bite into a grape, look at the inside, think of the skin, bro. And think of the skin. Yeah.
That's kind of
changing fruits and vegetables and all that.
Yeah, I got a great way to make Brussels sprouts if you ever needed it.
Right now, y'all don't pay me no mind.
Yeah, pork, no pork. I don't eat pork or anything like that, but I used to chop some bacon up in it and chop them up. What are you talking about? Something good? Like it's funny because I just bought some Brussels sprouts the other day. I was just looking at them in the freezer in the box.
Shout out to everybody who knows that the swine is not fine.
No swine, no pork, no pork.
No pork on the fork, yo. Holla. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something. Eggnog is good all year.
That's right. That is right.
With whiskey.
Yeah, I put a little rum in that.
I don't care.
A little spice rum.
Our sister 12th Street Talkback says, I did a patio garden last year. I was so hyped. Oh, okay. Hey, if you got photos, family, share it. We would love to see it. Definitely, you can come up and share. We would love it. We'll love it. Ruby Doll says, big love to everyone. What's going on, Ruby Doll? Salute. You know what I mean? That's my sister from up top. You know what I mean? Glad to see she's up in here. Ruthless Truth, the OG, says, I'll eat Porky Pig. Oh my gosh. We know Ruthless going crazy. We know that. So I think, okay, so back to the conversation at hand, right? Okay, Evolution. I understand how you feel about maybe people on social media kind of being what stagnant or maybe repetitious or maybe just kind of boring or uninterested or even unmotivating in what they do, right? So I get what you're saying. In that, right? In that, you know what I mean? Maybe you have a strength that they don't have, right? So maybe you're allowed to see and be or do things that they can't be. You know what I'm saying? So have you ever thought of that? Because maybe it's not the fact that they're really being procrastinators or that they are complaining, right? Maybe this is just who they are, right? And maybe this is as far as they can go in life. You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
crazy as that sounds. And they probably could do more, but maybe they really can't. You know what I mean? Hate to say it, but maybe
I
that's what
thought
it
about
is.
that. I have thought about that. I thought about like maybe people just like being who they are, or like you ever heard where they say you just stuck in mediocrity, like you just always gonna be basic and I hate to say it, just you know what I'm saying, just the bottom of the totem pole. I'm starting to see that, and it's like, damn, like you are such an awful person. Like I hate to say that because
Hey,
I'm on
bro.
social media, I'm on a lot of these apps, and it's like, damn, you don't ever want to be better. Like you okay with that? Like you know what I'm saying? You ain't moving, you stagnant. You get what I'm saying? It's like, but I'm gonna say you can't want more for like, the people around you, the people in your life. You know what I'm saying? The people that could do better if they don't want it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And after a while, I either look at it as entertainment or it's gonna be a hindrance to myself. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I feel like we as a people, we kind of stuck, and it's a little frustrating. You get what I'm saying? Like me, like I like politics. I love to talk about politics. I love to talk about the stuff that we're not seeing. You know what I'm saying? The smoke and mirrors and stuff like that. But I couldn't get on any program. You get what I'm saying? Any live, and really talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Because one, that's not what I'm known for. Two, you get what I'm saying? It'll be like nobody want to hear that. It's like y'all really want to hear that. These people are making decisions in your life. It's stuff like that. Like we're not open to nothing. We closed minded. And I'm just like, dag. But this is the problem. How they put the memes up. Oh, I'm gonna be better in 2024.
Evolution. Let me stop you. Right?
Yeah, I want to say
Because
something after you, so go ahead.
definitely. If what if Roland Martin or Brian Gumble would have had the same logic, they would never be anywhere.
That's true.
They would never be anywhere. It's not about what certain people don't want to hear. It's 8 billion people on this planet. You can find your 1 million or 2 million or 4 million or 5 million or maybe 15 million or 20 million that like what you talk about. Roland Martin and Brian Gumble is an example. You know what I'm saying? They talk about things that our people don't really talk about like that. Or it's said that we don't talk about that, right? That's what they put out there in the media. It's not actually true, but that's what the media is saying, right? They want us to think that it's all about, us liking, twerking and hip hop, and all we can do is dance, and all we want to do is just tell jokes and crack jokes and talk about each other and Cat Williams. That's all they want to keep saying, right? But yeah, you look at somebody like Roland Martin, has millions of people following him. Millions. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't focus on those who don't believe in the vision or who can't see the vision or who don't understand. Right? Once, focus on those who actually want to be there, who are trying to be there, and focus on it because it's your passion. If it's what you want to do it. Or else what you're doing is that you are basically you are basically denying your blessing. Right? That's what makes you great. You want to talk about politics is what makes you great. That's what makes Roland Martin great. That's what makes Brian Gumble great. That's what made Tavis Smiley great. The list goes on and on and on and on. You know what I mean? People who was talking about things outside of the norm, right? Who was pushing and basically, setting boundaries and being trailblazers within media. So yeah, because a whole bunch of niggas don't want to hear what you got to say. Man, fuck them niggas. I'm sorry to say that, but I gotta say it. Keep
Yeah.
going, yo.
Let me say this piece, bro. This is something that we really have to recognize. Now, let me ask you this first.
Mhm.
Would you agree that God works in mysterious ways?
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Well, there's a key word,
Mhm.
mysterious. Okay, as in we don't know or we don't know why. There are going to be things that are going to happen that we just don't have an answer for. And that's why I always say ask God questions, but never question God, right? Now, follow me.
That's
I'm
true.
saying that to say, why do you think that you yourself are able to recognize the progress, whatever level that may be in your life? How are you able to gauge it?
How am I able to gauge it? Like the
Because
success.
of the people who haven't done as much as you. See, the fact is that the only way to really know a person who is extraordinary is to know the person who is not. I don't question God about why some people were created to not go as far as others. But I do know that just maybe part of that purpose is so that I, you, Simon, so everybody else can recognize and gauge where you are. Would we really call a person extraordinary and great and a hero if everybody was capable and did the exact same thing on the same level?
That makes sense. That does make
That's
sense.
why we call those people extraordinary, because there's some folks who are not. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I'll give another story real quick, and then we can continue. So it was about, I think this was last year or maybe a year and a half ago, right? There was a story about a dude who he was bringing food to his son, right? But he didn't bring food for the other kids that the woman had, right? So the woman has his kid, but she has like about 3 or 4 of the kids, right? By
Mhm.
other men, right? But he bought food for his kid. He dropped off McDonald's, but he didn't
The
bring food for the other
McDonald's,
kids.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, he was wrong because as a man, right, I was taught that if you bring food for kids, you bring it for all the kids that are there.
Everybody,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You don't just bring it for your kid and you know the kids are there. In fact, you should call beforehand and ask, hey, did all the kids eat? You know what I'm saying? Because they're children. They don't know no better. They're not involved in the politics of you and your baby mama. They don't really know, nor do they care. You
Right.
know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They're children. You know what I mean? Treat children as children. And then we get mad when children want to talk back or come out a certain way because now we're involving them in our politics and adult stuff, right? So we don't want them in that realm. They don't involve them in that realm. Just treat them like children and let them play and have fun and just stay in the child's world. Let them stay in the child's place, right? And then people was like, well, nah, he don't have to bring the other kids nothing, whatever. And I remember the great Chef Shapiro, salute the chef. He said, bro, he said the heart that you have to give, he said that's what makes you great. That's what makes you great. At the fact that you are willing to do that, that's what makes you great. So the fact that you want to do the topics you want to do, family, that's what makes you great. You know what I mean? And everybody, please forgive my cussing sometimes. I'm trying to work on my mouth, but I get passionate. And when I feel something, I just say it, and I'm really working on it. God be with me. But with that being said, like that's a big thing. This is what makes you great.
Mhm.
So take that and manifest that into something else. People who are complaining, who are not maybe on that level, they maybe don't even know their greatness, or maybe haven't even seen the fact that they are great, right? They haven't even got to that. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that. And when you deny your greatness, you deny your blessing. Please understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Coach Street Talkback says true that some people just stuck. Most people fashion themselves behind others. Everybody doing the same thing, stuck in the same box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And listen, when you're stuck in the same box, when things are going good, guess what? You're gonna reap that. But when they turn, you're gonna reap that as well. Okay?
Mhm.
So y'all can keep riding this whole manosphere, Kevin Samuels wave. Keep riding it. Hey, make your money. I am not knocking your hustle. But understand, when that's over with, we will still be here. Please
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. Because I always think about like solutions. You tired of this? What's the solution? What you gonna do? How you gonna change it? Try to come up with plan B, C, and D. And I mean, we only 10 days, 10 days into, and I'm like, okay, things gotta change. We gotta figure this out. We not moving fast enough. What we gonna do? And then I look at like my peoples or co-workers and stuff, and they cool with the same thing. I'm just like, this is why I spend so much time by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can't understand me. It'd be me and Jesus all the time. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand. Like, it's just like, dang, I think I'm one of those people, like, I'm never going to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Until I have, like, I hate to say it, but like the Diddy money, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or just the billionaire dollars, or you know what I'm saying? I'm way, farther
But
than I
evolution,
am.
you gotta understand what comes with that, right? If you asking for that, then you want them Diddy problems? Like, you want them problems as well? Like,
Well,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
the thing. I always say, if you see somebody doing it wrong, learn from that and do it the right way. You get what I'm saying? So he is showing me how it's not supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? So he giving me the blueprint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to think, regardless of all that stuff and all that, you know what I'm saying? Regardless how you feel about Diddy, tell me. You know what I'm saying? He did not make it to billionaire status. He was not, you know what I'm saying, living a good life other than the other stuff. That's a hardworking black man. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree. You could do it different. You could do it better. I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah. You never too young, too old. You know what I'm saying? There are millionaires that made their millions at 50, 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, that shouldn't be like a thing that stops you. You know what I'm saying? I always think about that. That shouldn't be, So, yeah, that's the only thing. I just think that it'd be like too much complaining going on, because I be saying sometimes I be looking at my screen, I be yelling at my screen, like, well, do something about it. Like, what is wrong with you? This is why I don't cam up no more. Because I know me and I'm trying not to flip out for the new year. You guys, I'm trying to do what Smitty doing. I'm trying not to flip out for the new year. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to, if people are playing me right in front of my face, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let them have it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the first or second time. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, it's going to be a problem. But,
So you got the red hair, but you're not bringing the fire. I got you, family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing. You're being chill. I got you. I feel you.
It's in me, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a hold of flame. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Please do that. Salute the Queen. Queen, I'm glad you're up here. Let me give a shout out also to Real Talk with Mimsy Lim. Salute to Mimsy. 100 Watt says, if you speak of solutions, is having a plan B a failure to plan A? Watch wherever you at. Please come up, brother. The link is pinned in the chat. You know where it's at. Or is my link still pinned in the chat? I don't even know. Let me make sure it is. And if it ain't, I'm going to put it in right now.
Plan B is definitely Plan B is because Plan A failed, of course. And if you got to go to Plan C, you might want to get a whole nother plan. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I only got a 2 limit fail rate in me. You know what I'm saying? If I try something twice, it don't work. I got to figure out something else because obviously that's not my lane. You know what I'm saying? My mother always told me never get to 3. What you don't want to do is get to 3, especially when somebody playing your face. So I take that to everything. I don't want to get to 3. So you got 2 times, you know what I'm saying? And I've tried, I'm going to be honest. I move on to stuff really quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, if something didn't pan out the first time, I may move on and come back to it once I thought about it. Or, you know what I'm saying? I really don't do 2, but I want to do 2 this year if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't, but if I have to, then I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? You should give yourself a lot more chances, though, I think.
You say you want to do 2 this year?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go because I be like us. You know how that man come back around. You know what I'm saying? You like, dang, I really loved him when he was with me. Nope, definitely you. Well, I don't want to say that. No bad. Well, no, I don't. I'm not even circling the block no more because I don't see.
You gotta make sure he ain't coming back with the same luggage and the same outfit.
Yes,
If
I
that's
don't
the
want.
case, then you pass me. Keep going. Don't. This stop is no longer part of the route.
Yes. Yes, I don't even want to do it no more because the second time I don't think I trust you. Like, you know how hard it's gonna be getting through this school. So just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's like a business venture or something like that, don't work out the first time, I'm gonna try something else. You know what I'm saying? Give it maybe a year or two. And if it's still on my mind, then I'll come back to it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do at least 2 this year, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, you know?
So Queen, now that you're up here, right? Salute to Real Talk Mimsy Limbs. I think I shouted you out already, Mimsy, but if I didn't, I apologize. But Queen, you know what I mean? People complaining with no solutions. What do you think about that? Then after that, we're gonna go to my man Watts. I know Watts had a question. We're gonna go to Watts after Queen.
It's a resounding gong of the no face teacher on Charlie Brown. Wah 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 wah. That's all I hear. I don't hear nothing. I mean, people just like complaining. People like being critical, and people don't want to do the work to help or be a part of the change. So, you know, it's very easy to critique from the spectator's seat, but when you're in that realm, yeah. Well, half of them don't have the balls or the courage to get in the realm, so we're not even gonna go there. So, yeah, I don't even listen to those people. Once I realize who you are, I don't even hear you anymore. I can have a cold conversation with you and not even hear anything you say. It don't stick with me. It's just through the ear, out the other ear. It don't even reach my ears. My ears go, pass it up, go over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just you just a high gust of wind at that point.
Yes, sis. Yes.
I want to ask somebody to come up in the comments. 12th Street Talkback. I really feel like you should be up here. I really do. If you bless us with your presence, I would be very, very happy and grateful. Yes, please, if you can. If you can, I understand. But if you can, please come up. Watch, man, what's good, man? I know you had some questions, man. You want to get in here? Go ahead, bro.
No, of course, evolution shot it down immediately. Like a plan B is a failure. Hell no. I mean, I'm just curious because I mean, you know, crying and complaining, we all agree that that's weak. You know, we need to step outside of that. So if we're talking about solutions, I'm wondering like how deep are we talking about in terms of solutions? Because if anyone's thought process is the same as mine, if I have a plan of action that I'm putting together, I'm thinking about every possible outcome. Where could the shortcomings where could the shortcomings come from? And if a shortcoming comes, all right, so what's the plan of action if that happens? So I mean, I have, you know, you got exit strategies, you got pivot strategies, like, so if plan B is a failure, you know, I got all kind of pivot strategies. So what if I am on plan E? I might be on plan F. That don't mean I gave up on it, because that's another problem too. We just giving up on some shit as soon as it go bad.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the person, because I don't have all them tries. I don't. I guess because, you know, I guess I'm gonna be honest. I think it depends on like your rate of success in your life. You get what I'm saying? I may not have like a big tolerance for because I haven't had to do that. Usually I may give it a second try, and I usually, you know what I'm saying, am able to go ahead and succeed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess it depends on the person. If you're used to trying like that and stuff, ain't nothing wrong with it. It depends on, you know what I'm saying, what it is, you know what I'm saying, how you go about, you know, successes, failures, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's what you allow yourself. Like myself, I'm not gonna allow myself that many chances, because I just know me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, look at the movies and stuff. They try. Look at what was the movie with Will Smith and the son? They tried that for years. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like it depends on the person. I think. You know what I'm saying? Your determination. You know what I'm saying? How long are you willing to sit with something? So yeah, to me, I think after the second try, I'd be a failure. I'm moving on. But I think it depends on the person. The biggest thing about it is the trying. You know what I'm saying? If you are dead set on something's gonna work and you try, then I'm all for that because at least you trying. You know what I'm saying? At least you're not sitting and you just cool with just being, like no progress. Like, so yeah, that's what bothers me. The no progress, the complaining, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to do better, to try to help the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have a lot of low tolerance in men when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Because men to me are supposed to be leaders. It's not supposed to be a lot of complaining. It's supposed to be a lot of doing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I saw in my life. Women, I give more chances. I do. I think I do give more chances to women. I'm like, all right, she gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I hope she knows she got to get up sooner or later. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do. Because I think men are more of like they used to being go-getters. Even though I'm gonna be honest, now the women are caving those double standards and stuff. Like, they're killing everything right now. And have been for a while. But I think I give a little bit more to the women. But I just look at men as leaders. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to them figuring out stuff. Like, do y'all know any like complaining men that just sit and complain? Like, does that
I wanted to help Watts out real quick before we get too far off. Watts, at least from what I know, right? I know it's a new day, but okay, so in the Men of Old Law Text Handbook, all right, section 13, chapter 2 clearly states when a man is chasing his purpose, there are two options, okay? Option one, you go towards it, right? Now, the backup plan is only die trying to complete your original purpose. There are no backups. You put everything into that. Why you think for the longest you've always heard men talk about my life's work? Because there wasn't nothing else they was working on. Tesla would not have came up what he came up with if he was always focused, if he was also focused on making shoes. Einstein wouldn't have thought of what he thought of, George Washington Carver, so on and so forth. Some of the greatest minds that we know, they put every single fiber of their being into that one thing. And they died trying. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Man, I wish Watts was up here. And whatever book that is, Smitty, how come you ain't never give me that book, brother? You never gave me that book. You ain't give me the Amazon link or nothing. Where can I get this book?
Y'all want to read that?
That old
What are
book.
you talking about?
The book, the man's handbook.
What are you talking about? What book? What book are you talking about?
The Man of Old book that you just quoted. Yeah, where's this book at, brother? I need that book.
Is that a real book?
Oh,
No.
oh no, that's me.
Put the link in the
Oh shit.
Put the link in the
Oh,
back
no,
chat,
that's me.
Smee. Come on.
I was like, I want to read that book too. That sounds
Nah, I be freestyling. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. But go ahead though, rock out.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Now, look, I'm gonna help you out, brother. I like you, Smitty. That might be God giving you your next way to get to your $1 billion. That ain't even a book, and we ready to read it. You may want to think about writing that book. That's all I'm saying. I just need 10%. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. My mic is muted. You know what I'm saying? Rock on.
I need 10% too, though. I do. You know what I'm saying? I wait for my sister Victoria J to come back up. She will be back up, family, shortly. She's just trying to figure out
Guys
who
are
can.
scandalous.
And remember,
Yeah,
and maybe watch him come back up too. Watch wherever you at. Come back up, watch, come back up. But yeah, definitely. Anybody else want to share? Go ahead. I'm here.
No, sorry. What's your last talking point? Who went on last? Was it
Well, it's actually on our sister Victoria J. It's on her.
okay.
I'm trying to figure out my mic and get my husband out the room. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good, baby. Doing good.
We are good.
What's going on, family? I was about to hit the bed. I'm 3 hours behind you guys, or before you guys.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because it's 9 right where I'm at 9:21.
Mm.
Let me ask you. I wanted to start. What did you think about the resolutions? I want to ask you what I asked everybody else. Did you make any resolutions that you
I
actually?
don't do resolutions. I don't do them because I don't keep them.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I don't.
I'm a roll with the punches kind of guy. Whatever I wake up and whatever fits my fancy, that's what I do.
I definitely understand that.
But I am about going out there and making something happen, like y'all were speaking about your earlier conversation. Excuse me, I'm still sick. Some people I feel like is stuck in a box. I was just having this conversation with some friends yesterday, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
And every idea I threw out there, they was trying to shut down. And I'm like, that might be your case, but that's not my case. If you want something out of this world, you got to go get it. You got to at least be willing to try. You got to try something new. How you know it's going to work if you keep shooting it down? And I can't let you in my space if you're going to keep shooting down the positive things that I'm trying to do.
Right. Yeah. Very true. I respect it. I definitely respect it.
Yeah, it's no shade to anybody. But if I'm trying to get out here and make something happen and grow, you know, I had some stuff planned since 2023 that's going on this year. I didn't start promoting it last year because I felt like it was too soon. But I got some things going on in my community because I am about my community, my area, where I can uplift my young people. Some of us seasoned people need to be out in the community, help uplifting and showing them what it looks like to be a go-getter, what it looks like to be a hustle, and what it looks like to do it in a positive way. Everything ain't got to be ratchet. Everything ain't got to be underhanded. You know, just go with the flow. Whatever your talent is, God has given us all talents. He said that in his word. He gave us all way to make money, whether it's the gift of gab, whether it's working with your fingers, what have you. He all gave us a living, breathing talent to go out there and do something with your gifts. Mine just happened to be speaking to people, talking about my Heavenly Father. That's what I like to do. Hey, if I reach one in a day, in a week, something that I say might help them decide to go on their faith walk. That's where I'm at with it. Everybody helps somebody, man. There's nothing wrong with helping somebody.
Can I say one thing to that? Absolutely, that is beautiful in what you're saying. But you know, the whole like going out there and things, the way I look at these things is like this, right? And again, this is just me. The answers, some of the greatest questions ever asked, right? The answer never goes looking for the question. The question always goes looking for that answer. So, as it says in the book, right? Ye who seeks, right? So anybody who wants to know, anybody who wants to be enlightened in whatever form or fashion that they choose, they have to seek that. You know, some of if you think about it, I mean, let's just take it even as something small. Restaurants. Some of the best top-notch places, they don't have no commercial that run every day like Burger King or Wendy's. You don't even see them advertise that shit. You gotta just know about them. Because some of the best things have to be sought out, just like buried treasures. I digress. My mic is muted, but you on point, sis. Respect.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Can I?
I'm always saying, you know, I'm not going to push anything off on anybody. But if you ask me, if you open that door for that conversation, then you're giving me the opportunity to walk in and I'm going to tell you what I know. And I don't know everything. And I'm quick to tell people in my walk, don't fashion yourself after me. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I came from dirt. But fashion yourself after the word, if that's what you desire to do. I don't not nobody hustle. If that's not the path that you're on in life, I can respect that. I can respect it, and I still gotta love you either way.
I respect that.
Simon, go ahead and share, brother. I do have a question for our sister Victoria J. But Simon, go ahead, bro.
No, just going off what Smitty was saying, like in terms of, you know, building building a restaurant is not small. Like that's a big deal, man. I've literally done that. Like and you know,
Simon. That's
I
that's
I
not what
know
I was
no,
saying.
I know. Just
Okay,
give me a
okay,
minute, bro. Just
all
give me a
right, go
minute.
ahead. Go ahead, Simon. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
We taking everything in the we say
I
tonight.
was saying, just
Like,
give me a
whatever.
minute.
Smitty was
Like,
ready for that one. Salute to Toria Moreau.
Smitty
Salute,
was like,
salute. What's
pow,
going on,
pow,
brother?
pow. Like, Jesus Christ. All right, cool. Nah, what I was saying is like, you know, the first time I ever done anything like that, like anytime, like the first time I ever ventured out and went, okay, I'm gonna try and do this business. Like, I'm gonna try and do something that's outwardly that no one else was doing around me. I was doing it by myself. You get what I mean? And even though I had people around me, they didn't really understand what I was doing. So where I was going to, which me just went crazy. But I'm just saying, like to go back to what evolution was talking about in terms of New Year's resolution. Sometimes you can have an idea about something and you might not be able to fulfill it. But realistically, for me, I feel like everybody needs a catalyst. Like you always need somebody around. I think like if you're trying to tackle things individually, then it could just be that much tougher. That's just my mic's muted. I'm gonna digress.
I think I'm the
Man,
only one
he
that
digressed pretty
lasted
quickly on
what
that one. He was like,
she
I'm good. He was like, I'm good on that one, Evolution. You see how quick he digressed on that one? But but yeah, but I think Simon, from what he's saying is that everything takes a process, and the process takes time. You know what I mean? Salute to Marcus. To my sister Victoria J. Okay, this is my question, right? So when you was giving this idea to your friends, right, or to the people that you're to your inner circle, right,
Mhm.
were they telling you, no because basically they don't understand it, or were they telling you that it couldn't work because of just your circumstances? You know what I mean? So I'm just asking a question. No disrespect. I'm just asking. You don't got to answer if you don't want, but I'm just asking.
No, it was more on the level of I was just shooting out ideas of what I wanted to see for my 2024. And you got those people that every time you say something, they like your idea cannot become reality. And
Hey,
that's not who I am. Like, I feel like anything is possible. Do I struggle in everything that I do? Yes, I do. But I can say I have that under my belt. Like, I've opened 2 boutiques. No, they didn't go very well, but I invested my money. I tried it. I'm sitting on merchandise right now, whether it be waist trainers, cosmetics, whatever the case may be. I've done stuff to say I've tried it. When it failed, a lot of it, I donated or something like that. I'm just saying, sometimes you can put yourself in a circle of people with closed minds. They don't want to go out and do it. So they don't want you to do it. And it's sometimes like depositing that thought in your head to get you to back off. They don't want to see you grow because they don't want to grow. So therefore they start shooting things at you. And I'm not saying that, it's intentional sometimes, but sometimes it may be, you never know people. You don't know what people are thinking sometimes. Sometimes it may be intentional because they don't have the willpower to do certain things. And sometimes it may be just, maybe they just scared for you.
I respect that.
Okay. Understand. And definitely y'all tune in. I mean, come on in, tune in. Evolution, you have I think I gave you the StreamYard link, I believe, right? So if you want to put it in your chat, you can.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think I did give it to you as well. If you don't have it, then let me know. I'll send it to you.
Text it to me if you can.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got
I mean,
one.
Huh?
I got one that I'm dying to hear what they're gonna say. If you're ready, Mr. Vance, I got one.
No, go ahead, go for it.
Okay. I want to hear what everybody's plans were for 2023 when it came to love, whether they were single,
Oh,
they were in
Lord.
relationships, they were married already. Like, what was the plan? And let me tell you, my my internet, my IG family here, Superman 7, right? He said, "Failing ain't failure. It's just an opportunity to be better." So yeah, shout out to you, Superman. Yeah, like what? And I need y'all to answer to it on Instagram and everywhere else. What was the plans for 2024? Let's say we don't have the partners that we supposed to have or that we want, we're pursuing. What was the plans for 2024? And be as
Look
real
at
and
Simon's
honest
face.
as you.
Look at Simon.
Yes,
Oh,
Simon.
Lord.
So your offspring, come on first. What was it? Oh.
You talking about plans in terms of love? Is that what you're talking about?
Like,
Plans in
yes, like,
terms-
what was your plans? Like, did you plan to, let's say, if you're not married, you plan to find your dream girl to have kids, a vacation. Like what's the game plan? Like, did you have any plans for love? Or are you just, you settled, you already in love, you don't need nothing else?
Yo, I can't speak for all men, but for myself in particular, the plan is always to meet the dream girl and get married. That's always the plan. Like there's no dating, there's no I'm gonna try and see what happens. There's no this, that, or the other. You're planning this stuff. You plan this stuff from when you was a young man. You're very sort of stoic about it.
Okay.
It's not sort of like a thing where it's like I'm playing about with this, because by that time in your teenage years, you should have gone through that situation already. You should have not being funny. I know we speak about this in different types of terms, but you should have had multiple relationships. You should have been able to assess the situation and understand what you want and what you need, and the kind of woman that you want and what you need. So therefore, that's what you're supposed to go for. And until that, you don't touch nobody else. That's for me. I'm not saying that's for everybody.
Right.
So that's always going to be the plan.
I respect that. And we got some people from IG, Urkel versus Stefan. He said to stop arguing. Okay, so I'm not mad at that. Superman 7 side, he didn't have any. No need to plan for something natural. Oh, I like that. He's smooth. Okay, I'm not mad
That's
at that.
that's exactly the point I was trying to make. You don't need to prove for something natural. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, I feel like that was smooth. I feel like anybody else had, because mine were a little bit out there. So I'm trying to see. Y'all
I'll go briefly. Yeah, I'll go briefly because I'm gonna run to the restroom. So what I recognize is this. All right, as far as looking for love, I started to look at some of the best hunters nature has to offer, right? And so I started to take more of that approach. As far as looking for love, I don't go out and seek that. That's not something I stopped doing that a while ago. The whole seeking it, dating apps, going to bars, you name it, So what I did was I started to take after the Venus flytrap and the spider. They don't go anywhere. They don't move. They don't do shit. They just set up what they have set up. The spider has its web, right? The Venus flytrap, inside, it has a secretion from it in which is very sweet to insects. It's like a honey. It's like a nectar. And what they do is they just sit and they wait. And for millions of years, both have been very, very successful. So I don't go anywhere. I just set up shop. And you know, now she's here. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
All right, I respect it. Hey, I respect it. And the other ladies, what the ladies doing? I'm thinking maybe y'all gonna give me some ideas.
Oh no, what you talking about? I mean, I'm married, so I don't know.
Okay. So you found the one. Any new plans with your husband, baby?
Man, the only plan I got is to get that remote control out of his hand so he can get on board with some of my business ideas. I married an introvert and I'm an extrovert. So
how did you get him? How did you get him though? How did you get him?
Oh, he just saw how cute I was.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Okay, all right, okay.
I mean, real talk. We met on a dating site. And when we met in person the first time, his thing was, I wanted to make sure you look like what you had on your dating site pic. And I did, and he was hooked from there. And, we just vibed out on the same thing. I think the only thing that I can really say that we really enjoyed was we both, we're both Christians, and that was something that we mutually had in common. That was something that we both wanted so dear in our life, and we just grow together with it. Every day ain't a good day, and that's my thing as a Christian. Our lives are normal like everybody else. It's probably more even chaotic. However, when we're going through things, we just try to make sure that we're trying to be obedient and everything that we do. But man, it's tough. It's tough, and it's tough, especially being married to an introvert, because most of the time he's quiet and I'm talkative, and I like to move and shake and move around and meet new people and try new things, and he's more reserved. So if I can get him out of being a little bit less reserved and get into some of the things that I like to do, I feel like we could be that power couple.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the yin and the yang, though, isn't it? It's the yin and the yang. It's like, you got to be the extrovert. He's got to be.
Hold on. So what I'm hearing is, if you can just get him to be more like you, the relationship would be better, as maybe opposed to recognizing that just might make you two a very, very well organized balance. Yeah. One of you is more outward going, the other one is a little more reserved. And honestly, as a man who's a little more reserved, I would say that is really truly part of the key basis on safety and protection of your woman and everything. Someone who's not out there all the time. But it's nothing wrong with being out there sometimes. So I really look at what you just explained more of a balance. And I would think to shift him over to where you are would be like trying to put both batteries in the remote in the same direction. It won't work. They face a different way for a reason. And that's how you're able to go ahead and power things. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
That may be true.
You got a good thing going. Just stick with it, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
That may be true, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but both of us are business minded. So when I'm out there promoting us, sometimes you need someone that's going to have your back, because at the end of the day, me and him and I just had this conversation. You want that person. It's just us. It's just us. So you don't you want to be going out there, especially when you're growing a new business, trying to pay everybody or get everybody into what, too many hands in a cookie jar. And sometimes some of the weight can fall on one person in certain areas. And him and I just had this conversation, and he said, I got in my own way because I wasn't able to, let you do what you do. Your thing is more so getting out there and promote it. And I wanted to have hands on everything. I wanted to run the business, be the HR, and tell you, to do this, this, and this, like you were one of the workers, when I really should have made you 50% of that. And I appreciated that when he said that, because I remember at the time that we opened up the business, I did look at him and I said, I thought it was us, not you, because he had his hand in every cookie jar. And when I tried to assist, it was like, no, I got this. So I'm saying it from that standpoint, not from the fact that I don't like him being reserved. I'm saying it from the standpoint when you're trying to build something and it's just the two of you, it's gotta be us. When you start letting other people in, you have to start sharing that cookie jar. You have to start doing some of the things that you may not be financially able to do at that time. So you want to keep it all in-house.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I from experience, right? I had the same thing like with my wife, right? When I started my own business, and I get that you want to keep it all in house because that keeps you secure, right? And I ain't really want to let anyone else in. But the fact of the matter is sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, especially when it comes to business and personal. Like your personal and your business is two completely separate things. At the end of the day, we do. If you are married, then fine. Do you get what I'm saying? There's the mutual responsibility. But when it comes to sort of progressing in business, if you need to expand or something like that, you're always going to need to bring someone else in. So you're going to have to learn how to actually vet them, because you can't necessarily just put all of that on somebody else, although they may be skilled and talented to do it. Do you get what I'm saying? They may be skilled and talented to do it. Yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I was doing in our business, vetting people. But I don't know if it was the business thing that he did not trust, or if it was just not wanting me to be totally out there.
Yeah, the trust thing is always going to come into play. Yeah. I'll tell you why, because like in my business, I employed women mainly, and my wife got hella jealous. Like she was not, we had the whole calendar on the wall and everything, like all the employees up there. She was like, she would come in the office, she'd be like, oh, where's this one? Because she was doing her own thing. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I wasn't trying to be malicious. I was just trying to get on with the business for our family. But it just, it is what it is. You go through these learning processes, and that's what business is, man. You can't, there's no foresight in business. Trust me.
Exactly. But it's a learning process. But no, I wouldn't take anything from him. That's my guy. It's us.
Just show him the love and affection that you need to do. And when you're apart from the business, try to do something extra. Just go somewhere, do something. You get what I'm saying? Get your head away from it for a minute. It helps.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say this too. Maybe I'm venting a little bit, but I cannot wait to go on break from social media stuff. Ooh, making that come anytime sooner. Yeah. Yeah. My break, because like around January, I could just start to tell I start getting irritable, because it's like that break needs to come. Like that, I'm thirsting for that spring energy. So yeah, that was just a little minor event. That was just a little minor event. Y'all ignore me. With that being said,
no, you're right. That's facts, man. That's facts.
Yeah.
I've been sick for 2 weeks, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't want to put no more work in.
So yeah, I'm grinding till May. When May comes, that break is coming. Okay, I'm dead serious. That break is coming. All right, and I will not be on here. I literally won't be on here. You know what I mean? Evolution may pay y'all a visit, maybe Smitty. They may say hello if they want to. Okay, but they don't have to be on here either. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let me say this. I think what Sister Victoria is talking about is key in marriage, right? In marriage, you always want to be better. You always want to grow, right? And I'm about to get to my man. DJ
back chat.
Okay, hold on. I'm at the movie. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Like, In marriage, you always want to try to grow and be better. So I understand what Sister Victoria is saying. Like, you don't want to stay stagnant. You want things to grow. You want to be better. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be better, part of being better is, saying, okay, look, these are areas we need to work on. I want my husband to be more out of himself because I see his potential. I want my wife to be more reserved or whatever you want. You always want to grow. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to stay in the same space because, what I mean, if we're not pushing each other to be better, then why are we together? You know what I mean? That's just a fact. And then I'm gonna get to my man DJ Sting. DJ Sting, what's going on, man? The topic is people complaining with no solutions.
I want to tell you something behind him. So
Say it again.
after DJ, I want to say something behind him.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, DJ Sting.
Hey, good evening. I'm here sitting with me and,
Evening, sir.
Evening,
there,
evening.
sitting, listening, and, hello to everybody. It's our next Thursday night again. No, tonight or what? Wednesday? Yeah, next
Yes.
Wednesday. Yeah, raise it. But as, I really
Wagwan.
what you were saying earlier and say her husband is a laid back person and she's out there. I think communication is one of the key to if you sit down and talk to him and communicate, I think you'll get him in your field, your background, because people grow, couples do grow together. You understand? If somebody, this is what I witness. If you meet somebody and they usually sleep on snow, and you is not a person who don't sleep on snow, is a quiet sleeper, one on automatically gonna adapt each other. Either the person gonna be a quiet sleeper, or you gonna be a nice sleeper. Somebody gonna adapt something. So that's
Yes.
what I see in relationships. So if you communicate with him and talk to him a lot and say much, him would automatically adapt where you want him to be. That's how I see relationship is.
I like that. I kind of agree. I was just trying to think of, because I'm very outspoken and loud and out there. And I remember the relationships, or most of my relationships, were with men that were very low key and I'm saying, they can handle the fires because I'm like a firecracker. They were very settled. You know what I'm saying? But then I used to like to go with killers too. So I guess they had to be settled.
Damn.
Yeah, I like the dangerous guys. So I had to think about that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Opposites do attract. Those are like my best relationships.
Dangerous.
What?
Let me say this briefly, really quick. So,
You're a killer for
I think the main thing we need to recognize is if what we have going on is working, and we know there are many folks who want to get on our level, at least just half of that, then I would just personally say, then what really, like, my point is, like, at what point are we truly just satisfied? At what point are we happy? Like, I get it. We want to be so the most explosive and grand finale of everything that anybody's ever seen. Ain't okay, nothing wrong with that. But at what point do we just look around and then look back? Look around and then look back on everything we've been through, everything we made it through, where we are now, and say, you know what, babe, I'm glad I'm right here, right now with you.
That's facts.
Like, real shit. That's all. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. But no, keep on striving. Take the trips. Do what you do.
No, what I think is what I said got misconstrued because I don't have a problem with my dude. What I'm saying is he's an introvert and I'm an extrovert. So some of the things that we go at business wise, I would appreciate if he came in a little bit more with me. What we have works. He does his thing, I do my thing. It's almost like you want to see something being built together with the both of y'all. Both of y'all it's 50-50 and not me doing my thing and you doing your thing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about by him being so reserved that I have a problem with it. I want to be able to grow with my man in every aspect of my life. So I think somewhere along the line, the conversation got a little bit sideways because I don't have a problem with him being an introvert. I just want us to be able to grow and be that power couple together in all things that we do. And sometimes, you don't have the same taste in things.
Well,
Simon,
all I'm saying, sister,
Simon,
real quick, because I want to clear up. Like, and I just want to make it clear too, and much respect to you. In no form or fashion am I alluding to anything in that form, in which you're speaking of. The main thing that I'm saying is what I recognize that we need to absolutely do is take time and think about who you met. I don't know how long you and your husband been together. Sounds like you guys might have some history, right? Think about who you met and if this person was like this from how you met him, the whole nine, right? And then take time and then say to yourself, do I really want to make this person just like me? You all can get to everything that you're talking about. I'm sure of it, and I'm pretty certain that you're striving towards it, and I see you getting there, right? But you don't have to change anything about that man if you've been together with him all this time. You don't have to change nothing about that man while you all are on your way. However that man grows, however he shifts, whatever it may be, that's what he's going to be. And one thing I can damn sure tell you is this. Most men, when we get at a certain age, oh man, we are what folks call creatures of habit. We drive the same way to the store. We go to the same gas station. We don't change shit.
Right.
That's true.
I'm just saying, to recognize those things. But other than that, no, I don't say nothing to nobody relationship. Y'all do what y'all do.
That's
let
true.
me step in. Let me step in real quick. If I may, family, if I can step in. You know what I mean? I just want to say this. Look, man, look. LeBron would not be where LeBron is at if he was looking at, you know what I'm saying, and just saying, well, I'm happy in this moment. No, ain't no happy in this moment. We striving for greatness, all right? We strive for greatness. You don't have time to be looking and waiting and none of that. This is what we got to improve on. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? We can look back once this is all done, and we can say, hey, we did what we had to do, whatever. But right now, if she's on grind time with her man, and she need her man to be a certain way, then she's on grind time with her man, and she need her man to be a certain way. That's just what it is. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, and I think both can hold each other to that standard. If he was on grind time, he needed something from her, and he said, hey, honey, look, I need this from you. This is what's going to help us to grow. You know what I mean? I know you can do it. I need you in this area. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I mean? Jordan would be where he at. LeBron, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My AI, those are my favorite players. They would not be where they at if they was looking back. No, you can't. Right now it's grind time. So right now she's probably in grind time. You know what I mean? It sounds like she's in grind time. If she's in grind time, it's time to get it. You know what I mean?
That's facts. And he was where I'm at now when we first met. He was in grind mode. Let's go. And I get it. Now he's settled. He's a little bit more settled in the things that he do. And I wasn't in grind mode when we first met. So it is true. The opposites attract, but it's like now the tables have turned. When he was in grind mode, I was just in support mode. If you need me, I'm here to do what you need me to do in your business. But now I'm in grind mode. He's more kind of laid back and reserved. And I get that. I do get that. But, it's like the tables did turn. And sometimes when you're not expecting the tables to turn, the person that you met that was in grind mode, when you finally catch up, now they're settled a little bit, if you can understand what I'm saying.
I want to say something. Each night, I know I come on this program a couple of times, and I really listen to the relationship thing, and 2 words always keep on saying, into relationship. And trust me, it really do help a lot. communication and compromise, right? Communication meaning you and your partner outspoken, speak a lot. Don't think for him, he don't think for you. Communicate a lot, right? That grows together. Compromise, him not thinking for himself, him don't mean, and he don't hard for himself. You don't mean, you're not thinking for yourself, and you don't hard for yourself. You know, if you guys live in the house together and it's like one dumpling in the pot, you're gonna cut that in half and share it for the both, right? That's called compromise, meaning you're looking out for your husband looking out for you. In relationship nowadays, some majority of relationship, people just think for themselves. It's all about themselves and just being set. So if you find that person who have that soft heart for you, because there's no relationship is perfect. None. Not
Right.
one. No relation perfect. You're always gonna have an argument, you're always gonna have a disagree and misunderstanding and in a relationship. But can someone be the bigger one? Can someone put on the big panty or the big brief and be the bigger one and apologize? Apologize in the relationship. Enough people don't really do that. Enough people be like, oh, I know I'm right. She wrong, and don't want to take the blame. Sometimes you right, but guess what? She don't see it that way. Sometimes you have to just step down and take the blame and say, okay, all right, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in relationship, as I said, two things work together. It's compromise, right? And communication. If that working with your husband or your wife, just go down to the courthouse and file a divorce.
Pause.
And shout out to my friend Shirley Collins. I love that name. He said he's watching from both. Yes, he's watching from both streaming sites. He said that he don't like 50-50 mindsets. It's 100-100. So he's saying fast is 100 or nothing. I respect it. I'm almost like that too. Like, I don't like the 50-50 thing. I never did either. I always had to think that too. Like, I need you to be putting in your best, and I know you can do better than 50. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with my A game, and I don't do slackers. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I was going to tell you guys, like me, what I'm trying to do this year is I'm going to accept someone in my life to love this year. But he got to be an extraordinary, exceptional man, and I meet a lot of introverts, and they are very difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because they seem like they lazy, but they not. They shy, but they not. It's like you never know which way they coming. You know what I'm saying? Now I think I need a more active man that's going to tell me like what he wants. And you know what I'm saying? Like I need a little bit more push. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, not enough pull. Like I don't want a lot of pull. I just want it to kind of flow smoothly. So, I'm back to looking for the new year.
Listen.
And before I wasn't. I was just like, look, you know what I'm saying?
You need a matchmaker. That's what you need.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna need something because it got to be an extraordinary man. Because any other man, I'm gonna drive him crazy. So I'm either strong.
I drive mine crazy. I do drive him crazy.
Yes. I'm gonna need a strong man. You have to be a strong man. With a strong hand.
Damn.
Go ahead, DJ Sting. He got a question. Go ahead, DJ Sting.
Yeah, I just want to ask her, when is her birthday?
Oh, I'm a Leo.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, I see what. No, I see. Okay. Sunday coming is my birthday. I'm a Capricorn. So,
Oh, yeah. See, my best friend was a Capricorn. Yes. Yeah. Leos are difficult and very hard to tame. So I try to tell, and I tell men, look.
To the wrong man, they're hard to tame, yeah.
Yeah, like you're going to love this ride. You know what I'm saying? But you have to put on that seatbelt or you're going to die. Like,
you need to find the right man. That's what you need to do.
You're gonna have to be a strong man. You know what I'm saying?
You hear what you said earlier on?
I could be like,
Like-
nope, I'm doing what I want to do.
I've never heard Sister Victoria laugh like that. What is going on right now?
Yes.
Because I'm listening to her, right? And it sounds like me and my husband. Every man that I've ever got with was a Taurus. I'm a Virgo. We like oil and water. But for some reason, I love me a Taurus. I love me a strong Taurus.
Yes, gotta be a strong man. Like I can't, and this is why, like, if y'all have seen my like run on this show, I'm funny on very weak men. Like I run straight over them, you know, and I don't mean to. That's just how it is.
Y'all need like the Scorpios, y'all need the Tauruses, y'all need the Aries, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The Capricorns, you know what I mean? Well, Aries is the king of all men, you know what I'm saying? Be the king of all men. Simon though, the king of all men.
Capricorn is the king. Capricorn is the king of all.
Hold on, so Simon's your mascot?
That's right.
He's an Aries.
I ain't no mascot, nigga. What you talking about? I'm the rhyme, motherfucker.
And all these great R&B singers are Aries, okay? Marvin Gaye's an Aries, Al Green's an
Jesus
Aries,
Christ.
Eddie Pendergrass is an Aries. Look,
They got the
Aries
leader.
Day. We are the king of all men, all right?
Yeah, I can't do the weak man. I cannot do it. Just everything about a weak man just irked my nerves. It's just like, man up. I always say like you gotta be
a weak man though? What is a weak man?
I was literally about to ask that.
Those men that be about to cry, they just be sensitive and you know, it's no hardness in them at all. You know what I'm saying? They want to drink coffee with you with their pinky out.
Right.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God.
You know, they want to go through the
a weak
friendship
man,
every month. They
weak
suck
man,
as grapes. It's like, no, I cannot. No.
a weak
Where do
man.
you meet these people though?
Listen, a weak man.
Nah.
Listen,
Where do you meet
a weak-
these people?
A weak man is a man who cannot drive a screw, drive a nail, put up a curtain rod. A weak man is a man who move like half female, half male. A weak man is somebody who leave them mama house when at the age of 30 or 25. They just come off their mother breast. Yes,
Boom.
so their
Boom.
virginity take when they are 20 or 25. A weak man don't know nothing about dolly house and all those stuff. A weak man don't having sex when they were going to high school or something like that. So that's a weak man.
Yeah. And one of the last relationships I had, he was still living at home with his parents. I didn't find out.
I'm with him on everything but the age. I'm with you on everything except the age.
So ladies, you meeting a guy, first thing you ask him, what age he go and live on his own. Yeah.
It's a good
Then
question.
say, oh, he with the mom, like 20, 25, 30. He's not your guy. He's a weak man.
I'm so glad you said that because when I tell you I got a whole lineup of questions, and because you know what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build an empire, right? So I'm trying to get with a person so I can finally go ahead and buy the big house, the one where I be in one part of the house and I don't even know what's going on in the other part of the house. You know what I'm saying? But I got that man just in case something happened to the other part of the house and I ain't running down there. You understand? That's why I got him for.
Bruh, I hear that so much, and bless your heart, beloved. I see where your head at. You know, want build, but I keep hearing my sisters keep talking about building an empire. God damn it! Can we just start with like maybe a basic rec center? You know, that's actually open on Sundays type shit. I don't know, and free donuts. Like, can we start like, you know, can we like relax a little bit, but rock out.
I got it all in my mind. And shout out to Midnight Mocha 10. She said she want peace and balance. I hear you, sis. I hear you. Cause I want the big house. I mean the one that got different sections. Like when 50 Boy Mike Tyson house. I want that house. I want the big regal dogs. You got
How many bedrooms? How many bedrooms?
Huh?
How many bedrooms?
I want at least 7. At least. 7 bedrooms.
That's what my ex-wife
Hey,
told me.
wait, hold on. But wait. This is real simple. This is real simple. Wait. Hey, bro, why? That's all.
I
Why?
just want to have enough room just in case. You know
Hold
what I'm
on. Why do you need
saying?
7
Too
rooms?
much. Why 7? Because I like
Put more
my-
clothes in?
Huh?
What? What do
I
you
like
need
my
7 rooms for? First of all, let me ask, who's gonna be living with you? Who like when you envision this, who do you already plan on being there? You and how many?
Me, my husband, we both have to have our
Okay,
separate
that's 2.
rooms.
That's 2. Keep going.
Just in case I'm not feeling him, right? So that's 3 rooms already. That's the
You say you gotta have your 7 rooms if you're not feeling him?
Okay, hold on. I want to keep going. So,
7
right? So
different
that's
husbands.
3. You know what I'm
right.
saying? My dogs gotta have a room, right? My dogs gotta have their own room because they're not sleeping outside. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have some real nice floors. So you know what I'm saying? Now they room gonna have to, one of the rooms gonna have to be somewhere near the door, but I'm not gonna put them by the door because my floor is gonna be gangster. You know what I'm saying? But just in case they gotta come out, you know what I'm saying? That they handle their business. You know what I'm saying? We'll clean up the blood later. Okay, so that's
Keep going.
already 4, right? Now, if let's say I had 2 kids. Let's say guys say, "Look, I know you've been waiting a long time, but I'm gonna bust you open. We're gonna have these babies, at least 2." You know what I'm saying? Hopefully twins. You never know. And technically, I need 2 more rooms for the guests, but I'm probably not gonna have a lot of guests. You know what I'm saying? So that's 8. But you know what I'm saying. Somebody just maybe sleep on the couch or whatever. You know, so that's not bad. But I got plans for all my rooms. You know what I'm saying? I want a room where if I don't want to sleep with him at night, then I can go to my room and have all the stuff that I
You
want.
ever ask yourself and think, what would your husband think about all this?
What would he think about it?
The room for the dogs, your cousins and them coming over during the holidays and shit.
It's crazy right now.
Can I ask you a question?
With it. Not my
I'm
husband.
just asking, I don't know, because you said you and your husband, but then now I'm hearing all of these things that it just sound like it just sounds like this is Brooke orchestration.
Yeah, it is. And whoever gonna be my husband, he gonna trust me. He gonna flow right up in that idea right there. I
But
already got
hold on, bro. If I'm not mistaken, you said you gonna need a strong man with a strong hand because can't nothing else handle you. Am I not mistaken? Am I correct?
I did say that. Yes, I did.
I don't think a strong man with a strong hand is just gonna sit back and let some shit like that fly. Rock out.
Why? You don't think he gonna? So he not gonna want at least more than 3 rooms? I would think at least.
I would
said
think
7.
you got a valid point. I think you got a valid point, and it's not the first time I've come across it. But the question would be: are you cleaning these rooms, or are you gonna leave it to
No,
somebody
we're
else?
gonna have a maid service. We're gonna have some money. We're gonna have a maid service. You know, I can clean. I clean. But by the time
What do you and your husband do? What do you all do?
I mean, I'm an entrepreneur myself, so I do pretty good on my own. But he gonna have to
So
do
you
2 times what I'm doing.
would you be quite happy with other people that are complete strangers that you're gonna have to interview and vet to come into your house and run through your whole stuff and clean everything and be susceptible to all that stuff that you got going on, given that you got this sort of wealth?
Yeah, I don't mind because that's their job. You know what I'm saying? If they do something to mess with their job, that's on them. You know, but my house will definitely be equipped with quite a few cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of cameras. I'm a camera girl. I have a camera in every room in my apartment right now. I'm a camera girl. You know what I'm saying? So I can watch all of this when I'm not here. So I'm like that. We're gonna have some cameras. We're gonna have some good, competent people to clean and stuff because we're gonna be busy working. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, of course you're gonna be busy working. So when you're abroad and stuff, and your social media personalities, you're posting stuff on Facebook and Instagram and all this, people know that you're away.
You're really entertaining and shit.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Yes.
I'm just saying, you know what it is already. You get what I'm saying?
He's still in my dream.
Okay.
He's
Now I've
still
been in this
my dream.
situation, so it's cool. I'm just saying.
And it could be down south. It could be anywhere. I'm not stuck in New York.
No, of course you're not. You don't need to be. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. It's not. That's not the point. As long as you get shit locked down.
Yeah, because I did this on a smaller scale. In one of my relationships where we bought the high-priced dogs, we bought the cars. You get what I'm saying? We even got the place to live in Connecticut, and then we broke up. and then my credit, tanked my credit. That was a couple of years ago. I finally got everything good. Now my credit back up. I'm good. But I know for a fact that if I do that again, yeah, you gonna marry me, player. We are not doing that because I love you. Because ain't that
Anyway,
much love in the world.
you
You know what I'm
still
saying?
you
I'm
still
gonna need a clank around your neck. It's no one. We ain't walking away like that. You know what I'm
you
saying?
And
still
what? Okay, so what if he does walk away and then you're left with the house by yourself? What happens then?
Well, you know why I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? If we're in a marriage, because it's not easy to walk away in a marriage. You can't just.
Of course it's not, but I'm just saying. Let's say
You know
that
what I'm saying?
happens.
You
Let's
walk
say
away, I
something
walk
goes
away with
down,
2.5.
and he's like, "Yo, I'm gone," like, and you're left with this 8-bedroom or
Hey, then give me that money. 'Cause
mansion
you
place
can't leave
by
like that.
yourself.
Okay, just trust me. Once I get my half, I'll have enough to get somebody else in there. Trust me, it'll be easy then. Yeah,
Okay, cool, all right. Oh, that's how it's going down. All right, cool.
you still it.
I
You
mean,
still
men can be replaced.
Gonna
We know.
get somebody else up in there. Jesus
you
Christ.
Hold on,
still
y'all.
it.
Hold on.
She's stealing. She's
Mm.
stealing. She's
Hold on,
stealing my
everybody.
dream.
Hold
Right,
on.
man.
That's for real. That's for real.
Hold
Give me a
on.
fact.
Salute to Emma Howard. Hold on. You know what I mean? So we got our sister Mimsy Limbs up here. Mimsy, what would you like to say? What would you like to build on the topic?
I just wanted to say, hey, what's up? And I'm digging this topic. And let this woman dream. Okay? Let her dream. Okay? It's okay. You know, reality may be a strange concept, but let her dream.
I don't think it's a dream. I think it's just really about sort of going, okay, if you're gonna do this, let's think about it and let's do it properly.
Fine. Let her goal big.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a gold digger. I come across many black women that says exactly the same thing that she does.
Really?
Yeah, but she's not many black women. She's one black woman. I don't even know this woman, but like I don't agree with her. And even
My
so,
ex-wife said exactly the same thing. She was like, "Yo, if you don't get me a 5-bedroom house, I ain't even rocking with you."
But Simon, like even
No.
like who are you to shut down her matrix, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the matrix stop you.
No. As
Now
I
you
was
may.
saying,
I
I'm
don't
not
want to
shutting
be
down.
the
I'm not shutting down anything. I said to you literally, like, you know,
One mic.
can
let her rock.
something?
Let
Can
her
I
rock.
say
One
something?
mic. One
Can I say
mic.
something?
Hold on, DJ Sting. One mic. I want to hear what Mimsy got to say. Finish, Mimsy. Go ahead.
So like right now she's single, okay, and so she doesn't have any specific guidelines or a box in which she has to dream. Now, in the future, she gets married and her husband may not want a big fucking house and 7 rooms and big ass dogs, but maybe she's like, yo, I really love this man, so maybe I don't need 7 fucking rooms and big ass house and big ass dogs with their own damn room. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this is a single woman and she wants to fucking dream. And like, that's not saying that she's solidified in her decisions. That just means that's where she's at right now, bro. Let her, you know, are you working on your goal? Or are you just sitting around waiting for your goal to come to you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If I do this will be the second time. The last time I didn't do it with the 7-bedroom house because we didn't have that type of money. But we had enough to get a 3-bedroom condo in Connecticut. He just didn't stick with the plan though. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, whatever I do on that will be times 2 now because I'm in a much better place than I was before. You know,
Right.
so yeah, I mean, it may not be the house, it may be a condo, but I'm thinking it's going to be
That's
the
what I'm
house
saying.
because, you
Right,
know.
because you can goal big. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be set on your big goals either, because that's what personal growth is. It's like you have your dream, and then you're like reality starts to sit in because like, you know, life. And then you're like, maybe I didn't actually need this. And next thing you know, you might actually be content with something less. Not so much content because that sucks, but like genuinely happy with not such the big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, man, don't listen to Simon. Okay?
Can I say something now?
Don't put my name in your mouth. What's wrong with you, Mimsy?
Can I
Stop.
say something?
I want to get married first though.
Can I say something?
Sure. Go ahead, Simon.
Actually, you're stealing away my
Oh, I'm sorry, DJ.
yeah, you're stealing away my dream. My dream was go to Africa, get a 9-bedroom house, and marry to 5 women. And 5 women live into that house. Yes. But we're gonna have a big king size bedroom.
Yes.
right? With me gonna be in the king size bedroom. So every night, every other night, I can, sleep with a different wife. Yes, that's my dream.
That's
I'm
dope.
working towards it.
That's
Nah,
dope.
you don't want to do that, bro.
Yo,
Nah,
that's dope as fuck, bro.
you don't know what that looks like, bro.
Yo, don't listen to
What?
Simon, bro. That's
And
just
my 5 wife gonna grow and more lean just like me. Trust me.
Yeah.
One's enough. One's enough. You
Oh,
don't
and
want
hopefully,
five.
hopefully you don't have a daughter, because maybe she'll be somebody's 5th wife too.
Jesus Christ. You want to handle 5 women? For real? You got to
You
be
know
built
the funny
differently.
thing?
Like, that's something else. I'm
It
sorry.
can happen. You know why? Because I used to be in a polyamorous relationship. So I had a boyfriend and 2 girlfriends. So that's why I'm telling you how easy that can be done. You get what I'm saying?
Women are different. Women are
That's
different.
so
They have
true.
multiple orgasms. Men ain't like that, man. Like you're not gonna be satisfied like that. It's
yeah, but
different.
you gotta understand, Simon. Like, not like there. I don't know if you know this, but like women go through times, in like a month. Every month, it's consistent if you're lucky, and like they're not doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? And like maybe that man still needs his. You know what I'm saying? He still needs what he needs, and so
Why
like,
would you say I wouldn't know this, Mimsy?
Hey,
Well,
bro,
because you're acting like he wouldn't have
No,
like
I know it's periodic. I mean, obviously we should. I mean, there's
that
no
would
problem with
that would
that.
be the ideal situation. DJ's thing. I'm just saying that's dope.
No,
I
listen.
I
When I
support
Shout out
usually
to Mimsy,
when
man.
I
I love
usually live
Mimsy.
in Jamaica,
Mimsy's my girl, man.
when I
Yeah,
usually when I usually live in
she's
Jamaica,
hilarious.
yeah.
when
I
I
mean, it's
usually
not. I think dreaming big is good. You get what I'm saying? And having a leeway, like Mimsy was saying, is good too. Like if you can't get the 7, you may get the 3. I may get the 3 again, and I'm good with that if I'm with the right man.
no
So yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you got to have a somewhere some type of goal. You get what I'm saying, and be working towards that.
when I
Like the last couple of years, I don't want no dude in my life. I'm done. It didn't work. And now I'm just like, it's a new year. You know what? I'm open to love. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm open to, people getting in my DMs or wanting to take me out, or even me going outside now, other than working, in my studio. And you know what I'm saying? I want to go out and mix and mingle and stuff like that so I can meet somebody. Because I don't
listen,
believe
girl, it can
somebody in
work.
the
It
house.
can work. Don't doubt yourself. It can work, and it will happen for the new year. Because
Yeah,
listen,
I got to go outside.
when I
Outside.
in Jamaica, I was living like a rock star, a king. Yeah. Come living to America sucks because a lot of females, they're so jealous, they're insecure, they don't share, they don't mingle, they just all for themselves in America. So that's why I'm gonna go to Africa and get myself a 9-bedroom house and 5 different wives.
You
Living
don't
that
know
night.
what them chicks in Africa are like, dude, man. I married an African. What are you talking about? Come
Yo,
on.
DJ Sting.
And this is the interesting thing about this conversation, which I find is about goals and aspirations, right? So the thing is like it was the same thing with me. Like I had this whole sort of thing. I was in the country. I was like, oh, I can't rock with any of these white chicks because I'm in England. Like I can't even relate to the black chicks that are down here because all they do is replicate the American chicks. And it's just like I ain't really know what to do. So I was just like, yo, I'm gonna marry a foreign person. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what I did. And I went to Africa because I was like, black is black. I was like, yo, I gotta get to my soul searching sort of phase. This is the only way it's gonna be done. And I did. And it was fine for a good 10 years. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think the thing is we just go through these processes and we shouldn't put ourselves down just because nothing lasts forever. Nothing does last forever. Even if you get married to somebody, they may pass away at some point in time. We put ourselves down for so many damn reasons. Is ridiculous. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, this didn't work out, that didn't work out. No, it don't work like that. We're humans, we have a whole lifespan, and at the end of the day, one thing's going to conclude in one shape or form. Like regardless of what other people say about you or what when people are talking about you, this, that, whatnot. So shout out to Intellectual Soapbox for having this conversation in the damn first place. Shout out to Evolution Era and everyone else on the platform. These conversations need to continue on this sort of level in terms of the fact that we are just going through a certain type of phase. In particular, like what Evolution was saying is like, it's a new year. I'm trying to change myself and trying to better myself. Let's do that. Let's better ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Let's see Evolution Era get to where she's going to get to. Maybe I got to get to somewhere. I've just hooked up with another chick. and she's just lively. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna
Good for
talk
you.
about it all day long. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just like it's what it is. Do you get what I mean?
That's
So
why
peace be
that's
with you, bro.
that's
I
why I
got
said
about.
that's why I said I
I
was
like
married
DJ
to
Smooth.
5
DJ
different
Smooth,
wives
dude.
and 5 different personalities.
Right, peace.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Good
Best.
night.
Big facts, and then I gotta
Retirement.
go. Ev, I feel you, girl. I've been there. I had the big house, I had the cars, and all of that. It was great while I had it in my younger days, going into my latter 40s. But I will say, I wouldn't take that back right now for where I'm at in a stable relationship. Because I had all the things, but I wasn't in a stable relationship. And when I look back on it now, I can see a big difference. Back then, it was about the things, the house, the car, my career. And once I lost all that stuff, it got replaced with love, with what I got right here, something that I can grow with.
You didn't need 5 men? 5 men to make
Uh,
you happy?
I
Oh,
ain't
okay.
even trying to make me happy. 'Cause I think, and that's where I found my maturity at. That's where I found my maturity at is, you know, I enjoy nice things, but looking back at what I had and what I have now, I'm appreciative of the love that I have now because I did not have it when I had all those things.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, and I definitely get if you find the right person. Yeah, it could change. I'm open to that. I'm open to that. You know, I'm pacing myself now in January, trying to get, whatever I'm going to be, all this like little, I call them like little hustles, little side jobs and stuff I do, get them together so that way I can be well rounded. I can go out and mix and mingle, I can come back here and work and, and do everything I have to do and it all be, balanced and shout out to Midnight, balanced and copacetic enough for me to be able to do everything I want to do, or try my hand at everything, So yeah, I'm open, I don't even know if I'm looking for a certain type of person. I'm just looking for somebody that fits in my life well. At this point, I'm not really worried about what they look like and none of that. As long as they fit into my life, how I need them, then I'm okay with that. I'm trying to do the shallow hell thing, See how long that's gonna work.
Oh my God, the troll game is strong right now. But yeah, family. Listen, we ain't want to be on here long anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I got
You know what I mean? So look, Evolution, if you want to close, we can close. It's up to you. If you got more for us, we're here for more. But it's up to
No,
you.
this was a great discussion. I do have to get up in the morning, guys, back on the grind, but this is a great discussion. And I learned a lot about you guys. And I like that. Like, this was nice. Shout out to all my friends and my family on Instagram and, YouTube and here, at Mr. Best House, and I think I had a good time. I always have a good time here. I like to thank everybody for coming in. Whether you joined the panel, thank you so much. Or if you was in the comments holding us down, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate it. And we love seeing you guys every Wednesday, every week. We definitely love seeing, and thank y'all for ushering me into the family. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Right now, so I got to do my quick promotional time. So tomorrow, everybody, okay, please check us out on this channel and Knowledge of Relationships and on Embrace the Grace because we will be on Embrace the Grace tomorrow. Salute to Grace and Smitty. I will be on there with them tomorrow, God willingly. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're gonna be rocking out tomorrow, man. We're gonna be rocking out, doing our thing. And Friday, I'll be on with my sister up top, Victoria J. Okay, on Intellectual Inspirations. All right, we got a fun-filled topic for you that was crafted by my sister. And look, we're gonna really rock out with y'all on Friday and give you some inspiration on Friday. All right, you know what I'm saying? And then on Saturday, okay, I think Sophisticated Jerk and M3 is on in the afternoon. I believe they are on knowledge relationships. I'm not for certain. I gotta check, but I think they are. And if they are, salute to both M3 and Sophisticated Jerk, because I think they both are on early Saturday afternoon. Please check them out. 12 p.m. Well, no, it's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So yes, please check them out. Please check them brothers out on Saturday. Then Saturday night, all right, we have Intellectually Embracing Smitty's Corner. Okay. You know what I mean? That comes on 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yes, please check us out. All right, we will be on, you know what I mean, on the nighttime. And, you know what I'm saying, also, we will start doing our 12-hour streams. I believe it will probably be on Fridays, all right? Probably going to do the 12-hour streams on Fridays, all right? Check us out, you know what I mean? So those are going to be fun. They will be respectful, okay? This will not be like some other 12-hour streams that you've seen, you know what I'm saying? And we will have, you know, consistent moderators and people coming up, definitely being supportive. As well, we also have Evolution about to debut her new show, okay, in the afternoons. All right, we're not going to tell you too much, but you will see the details on IG. You know what I mean? So be looking out on IG and other social medias, okay, because we will be promoting that, okay, and it will be possibly a daily show. We haven't ironed out all the details, but it will be a news show, okay, a news show like no other, okay. Be ready, all right? With that being said, y'all, you know what I mean? We love you guys. Much love. Thank y'all for all coming up. You know what I mean? With that.
Before you go.
Go ahead, DJ Steve. Sorry.
Yeah, before you go, all of these nights, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, is the same panel here, right?
No.
Yes. So it'll be on this channel, Intellectual Soapbox. But you can also subscribe to the other channels too. So please subscribe to Evolution Media Era, right? Hopefully I'm saying it right.
Evolution Era Media. That's it.
I'm sorry, Evolution Era Media.
If somebody can
you know
tag me or something, I can, subscribe on those links, because always be on the Thursday night one is the first coming on the Wednesday night, and then the Friday night. Yes, so first time coming on the Wednesday night. So I thought tonight was Thursday.
Well, glad you came in on us, and now you come Wednesday too.
Exactly.
That's why I wonder if this is the same panel, because I follow Grace and I see is the same panel or the same link.
Same page, same channel. Yeah, same channel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And make sure y'all make sure y'all watch the replays that I'm gonna have coming up on my different channels. Okay, please watch the replays. That definitely helps out. That helps us with the support and we definitely need the support. So please watch the replay. I will be replaying this very show possibly on Sunday. Okay, and we also have the Black Files on Sunday as well. You know what I mean? I may replay the show maybe sometime this weekend. So please look out for it. It's gonna get replayed because I'm gonna replay it, and I may replay some other Intellectual Evolution Era shows as well. Right? So y'all never know when I'm gonna pop up, and I may do it right after we get off. Y'all don't know what I'm gonna do, right? But just know you will see a premiere come up, and it could be any show. It could be Conversations with the late great QB. It could be anything. It could be a knowledge and relationship show. It could be anything, right? But definitely, please watch the shows and support us. We need the support. Make sure y'all subscribe to all the networks. Evolution Era Media. You know what I mean? Salute to Smitty's Corner. Embrace the Grace. 12th Street Talkback. Simon Hectic. You know what I mean? Everybody that came up. You know what I'm saying? Please support everybody that's in the chat. And, you know what I mean? And the social media channels as well on YouTube and abroad. Okay? With that being said, y'all, we are out.